How's it going, everybody? It's G.I. Jake, your proud U.S. Army veteran, here to serve you. Today's gonna be a little story about drinking and driving and a little bit of karma. Um, so one night I was coming back from the field after being in the field for 3 weeks with my company. It was horrible. You know, took showers with water bottles, dug cat holes where we to use the restroom, lived in tents. It was raining. It was bad. I'm a city boy. Sorry, I didn't like it, but I was in the field for 3 weeks. Looking back at it, I guess it was a fun experience doing land navigation and playing guns in the fucking middle of the woods. Anyways, after 3 weeks, we get back to the barracks. I mean, if you lived off base, you went back home. It was 11 o'clock at night. There was no dining facilities open. I had no food in my room. Usually I kept my fridge stocked, but we were gone for 3 weeks, so it was empty. It's 11 o'clock at night, so I decided I was going to drive to Walmart off base. At this time, Walmarts were 24/7. They were open 24/7. I was like, I'm going to get some food, come home, eat, and go to bed. So I leave my room, and I start driving off base, and I'm heading off the main exit of the base. And I get pulled over by two fucking cops. Now, one of them, I don't remember what he looked like, but the other one looked like Bill Hader from Superbad. It looked exactly like that guy. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but that's who, I swear, pulled me over. And he walks up to my window. He's like, "Sir, you've been drinking and driving." I said, "No, I have not. I'm only 18. I'm not allowed to drink." And he's like, "You being funny with me?" Now, I had lived a shelter life up to this point, so I had really never drank before, you know. I was like, "I'm not old enough to drink. What are you talking about?" He's like, "Why are your eyes red?" I was like, "I'm tired. We just got back from the field, and I'm hungry, and I want to get food, please." And he was like, "Nope, get out of the car." So I started doing field sobriety tests. I passed them all with flying colors. I said, "Give me a breathalyzer." He was like, "Oh, you're telling me how to do my job?" And I'm like, "Oh." Long story short, he wants me to call someone to come pick me up and drive me back to my room, which is a mile away. I wasn't gonna call my squad leader, so I called one of my buddies who I later became close with and actually became a drinking buddy with. And I called him and he's like, "Smitty, what's up?" And I'm like, "Dude, I just got pulled over by the cops for drinking and driving." He's like, "You don't drink?" I was like, "That's what I said." He was like, "All right, well, let me finish this beer, I'll come get you." And I'm like, "Dude, this is serious." He's like, "Me too." I was like, "We just got back like 2 hours ago." He's like, "I know, right? I can't believe I've already finished a six-pack." And I'm like, "Dude, just come correct." He shows up, he gets out of the car, he salutes the officer. I'm like, "What are you doing?" They weren't even MPs, they were like regular cops. It was weird because it was on base. And he's all telling the cop that he's my squad leader. I'm like, "Motherfucker, no you ain't. If anything, I outrank you due to time and grade." And the cop's all telling him, "Hey, you know DUIs are serious." And he's like, "Yes, I know, I got one." I'm like, "Why would you even say that?" Anyways, long story short, the cop keeps bringing up drinking and driving and looking at me. I'm like, "I'm not drinking," and he's just like, "Shut up." Like, he wasn't having anything from me. I don't know what it was. So the cop lets us go, and he's like, "Remember, don't drink and drive." The cop said that to us, and I'm like, "Ha, whatever." My buddy gets in my car after he gets the keys from me, and he starts driving me back. Well, his buddy drives his car back as well. They're going to tailgate back to my room. And the whole time he's just laughing, saying, "Dude, I can't believe the cop's letting me drive you back to your room. I'm drunk as shit." I'm like, "Dude, that's not funny." Like, you could even smell the Bud Light in his fucking breath. That watered down fucking beer. So he drives us back to my room. He gets in his car and he leaves. I get my keys and I go out a different exit. I leave again and I go out a different exit. I go to Walmart, I get my groceries. I come back, fucking eat, go to bed. After that, my buddy and I got really close. And he would always say, "Hey, remember that time when the cop pulled you over and had me drive you back to your room even though I was drunk as shit?" He would always just give me shit. Always. When we go to Iraq, we do our tour, we come back. Him and I would go out to drink all the time. And one night we go out and we go to Temple, which is like 20 miles off base. And we're coming back, and he had been drinking a lot. And he's speeding back, and we're in his car. And I'm in the passenger, I only had like one shot. That's it. I wasn't feeling it that night. And we're driving back, and he gets pulled over. And the cop pulls him out of the car and starts having him do all these field sobriety tests. And he's passing all of them, and he hasn't blown the breathalyzer, and he blows a .08. Now, I don't know how it is now, but at that time, .08 is literally the legal limit. So the officer goes up to me, and he's like, "Sir, I don't want to give your buddy a DUI, but he's blowing a .08. And I'm like, "Oh, really?" He was like, "Do you mind driving him back to the room?" And I said, "No, not at all, sir." He gives me the keys. My buddy gets in the passenger side. I get in the driver's side, and I'm driving his car back to the room, back to the base. And it's quiet. The cop let us go, and he's like, "Come on, just give it to me." And I'm like, "Remember that time when we got pulled over because you were drinking and driving, and the cop wanted me to drive your car back to the room, your car back to base?" I was like, "Yeah, because it just happened, yeah." And he's like, "Ha ha," and I was just giving him shit, you know. What goes around comes around, okay? Now, if this isn't a story about karma, then I don't know what is. Now, after this, I really didn't bust his ass about it too much, but for damn sure he never brought it up again, because if he ever mentioned bringing me back to my room because the cop made him, I would just throw this back in his face. And I remember that time you got caught drinking and driving, and the officer had me drive you back to base in your car. And like I said, if anything, this even brought us closer together, and we would joke about it here and then. But yeah, so that is a little story about karma. What goes around does come around, even if it takes a while. So just be careful what energy you put out there, okay? Because it will come back to you. Don't drink and drive. The officer was right about that. And if anything, drink responsible, drive responsible. Again, this is just one of the many, many stories that I have. And I look forward to sharing more with you. Again, my name is G.I. Jake, your proud U.S. Army veteran, here to serve you. Carry on.